Expressions like impossibly, risky, and appalling were thrown out around council chambers during last night's meeting. That was a reaction to a contract proposal for curbside recycling of packaging and paper products.
The idea behind recycling is to keep as much trash out of landfills as possible and extend their lives. A couple of years ago, the province made the packaging and paper industry responsible for claiming and dealing with the waste generated from their products. The industry created Multi-Materials BC to oversee that. A proposed contract was presented to the city, but looking at the fine print, it was resoundingly rejected.
With so many penalties and some pretty extreme fines attached, we could be on the hook for potentially $2 million a year if we have contaminated loads on a frequent basis. In Vancouver, they have contamination rates of 6 to 7%, and they do a tremendous amount of citizen engagement and public involvement and awareness and education around recycling. We would be at the beginning of that, and so we know we would have contaminated loads and we would be paying repeatedly in fines.
For example, the program only covers residential curbside pickup, but MMBC set out a contamination limit of 3%. If something other than what's designated winds up in the bin, the city is dinged $5,000. If any of the designated recyclables wind up in the landfill, the city is fined $25,000.
There's no doubt about it. Everything that was there in black and white, plus any room for error, was on the side of the contractor as opposed to the city, so the city would have bore all of the risk.
But councillors were quick to reassure. Just because they rejected this contract proposal doesn't mean it's opposed to curbside recycling.
All of the councillors are in favor of curbside recycling. We were working with the regional district in 2011 when we started the process. The government changed the rules, and this is the new rules, and the new rules are unacceptable.
Mayor Sherry Green says there are options out there for residents who want to recycle. The plan 3 years ago was to go to a curbside system, but the province's new policy put that on the shelf.
For the city to go to a curbside system, something I've been waiting to see and hoping that this would be a promising program for across the province, it's just hugely disappointing. It's frustrating because this is a one-sided situation. This does not serve the recycling system at all, and it just feels designed to fail.
With council rejecting MMBC's offer, it's likely the city's program will go to tender. One thing is certain, there will be recycling of packaging and paper by May of next year. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.